Hi everybody, it's Harry and Kez here, and we're here to take you through the biodynamic calendar for May this year.
As the earth and air begins to warm up and spring kind of feels like she's here to stay, hopefully, there's a lot more to do in the garden with regards to sowing and planting out. So, yes, let's get stuck into the calendar. Hello, so I've got Harry as my beautiful hand model for the day as we work our way through the first 2 weeks of May. Northern transplanting time was from April the 25th to May the 9th, and then from May the 22nd to June the 5th. From the end of the 1st to the beginning of the 3rd, the moon is in Virgo, which is an earth sign, making it a very favourable time for sowing our root crops, such as beetroots, radish, carrots, potatoes and parsnips. From the 3rd to the 5th are grey days. As you can see, there's a lot going on with the moon and planetary aspects. We have a lunar eclipse, a full moon, the moon is in opposition with Jupiter, and Mercury is in a descending node, making this time unfavourable for plant growth and working with plants in general. The 6th, the 13th and the 14th are flower days, so now is a perfect time to sow flowers, either edible or ornamental, that can help attract pollinators and deter pests in our vegetable gardens. The 7th to the 8th are leaf days, where the moon is in Virgo. Here we're going to sow crops like lettuce, parsley, more spring onions, basil, celery, and late leek varieties. The 9th, the moon is at its lowest in Sagittarius, a fire sign, making it a favourable day to work with fruit. So now we can begin to sow things like French beans and runner beans, courgettes, squash, cucumber and sweet corn. The 9th also sees us switching from northern transplanting time to southern transplanting time, meaning the moon is switching from descending to ascending. The end of the 10th to the 11th are grey days. This is due to the moon being the closest to the earth. We call this perigee. The 12th is a root day, and then the 13th, flower, and it's a flower trined, occurring when planets, in this case Venus and Saturn, are at 120 degrees from each other. Venus and Saturn are air, light and warmth signs, making it an incredibly favourable time for working with all things flowering.
We can also be thinking at this time in spring about the biodynamic preparations and other soil amendments that we can give to the growing area and farm in order to protect and aid plants in their growth. BD 500 or horn manure can be sprayed in large droplets onto the soil prior or whilst you are cultivating the ground. This preparation acts primarily within the soil and in relation to the roots of the plant, but also via the leafy regions of the plant, strengthening growth. In symbiosis with microorganisms, it enables plants to connect more strongly with mineral substances than would naturally be the case. You can also dip transplants and cuttings before planting out to encourage root growth. Now is also a good time to get out and collect dandelion flowers for use in the preps. Collect the flower heads on a sunny day in early spring. They should be shaped in a cone, not opened completely. As flower heads fully open may continue to seed in later stages of preparation. Let the flowers wilt in the sun for several hours and then dry in the shade. BD 507 or the valerian prep can be used to protect orchards, vineyards and other crops from late frosts by spraying directly onto the plants the night before and the morning of the frost. Thanks for watching guys, and keep your questions coming.
And until July, happy planting, sowing, growing, harvesting and everything in between. See y'all soon.